Hello, this is a webinar on creating multimedia essays. I'm your presenter, Kelly Stair, author of VoiceThread for Digital Education and QR Revolution, which is available now for pre-order and will come out November 25th. My website is www.angrybunnypublishing.com, where you can find other live webinars and screencasts of those webinars. And then I have 2 email addresses here for you. You can also download this PowerPoint at angrybunnypublishing.com. So what are multimedia essays? Essentially, a multimedia essay is an essay that uses multimedia pieces. So instead of just being text, it uses images, hyperlinks, videos, graphs, charts, and other multimedia pieces. It can be as simple as a Word document that is mostly text that includes hyperlinks and images, or you can have a more in-depth multimedia piece or multimedia essay that has features that are similar to a traditional essay, such as a thesis, introduction, conclusion, and body, but these multimedia essays make use of Web 2.0 tools, and those help incorporate visuals and sounds. So why would you want students to create multimedia essays as opposed to more traditional essays? Basically, you want students to create multimedia essays because that is the way that communication is moving right now. Multimedia essays help students organize, cite, and synthesize information. Okay, so it has them add that piece of information directly into their text and embed it nicely so that it's easy for people to see the information, see where that source is from, see how that source is organized, and find other sources of that information and have direct links to it. Multimedia essays also help students generate new ideas and connections regardless of their writing prowess. So if you have students that are not the best writers in the world, you can still have them write multimedia essays that let them think creatively and constructively while they aren't necessarily having the best writing skills. And then in being able to generate those ideas, the writing process doesn't hinder them from actually producing an essay. Multimedia essays can also validate nonverbal learners. So students that do not learn verbally as well as they do with visuals or with kinesthetics, their learning is actually validated by being able to create a multimedia essay. Multimedia essays also help students create their own multimedia pieces and explore visual literacy. So they create images, they create graphs, they create charts. They create videos. And so that creation process actually helps them explore their visual literacies. Finally, multimedia essays help readers connect to original sources. So for the reader, when you're looking at sources of information, you can immediately either hyperlink or see the video or find that other resource so you know immediately where that resource has come from. So here's an example of a very small, short multimedia essay using Lino. And I'll do a demonstration of Lino in a second. Okay, so this is a Lino. Linos have little sticky notes on a canvas. You can scroll through to see the different parts of the canvas. I tried to tuck all of this into one corner so you could see most of it from one slide. And then this is a multimedia essay. Now it is just the first part of an essay, obviously not the whole thing. I've got my introduction here in the white, and I use this image as kind of an example, kind of a grab your attention. And then I have text right here. I have down at the bottom my thesis statement has 3 different bodies. And so I have a body for privacy, for civil liberties, and for religious and moral beliefs. And so what I've done is I've taken an extra sticky note and I've stuck that here, and I can pin it down so that it stays there. And then all of the stuff that I find and then I want to connect to in this topic goes around that sticky note, and I've even color-coded it. So everything in yellow is going to be about privacy, all the stickies in green are going to be about civil liberties, and all the stickies in blue are about religious or moral beliefs. So here is one of the resources that I found, and it is a video that will play if you play it. So if I push play, it will go and play this video from YouTube. I'm actually going to stop it. And so then on my sticky, what I've done is I have connected the issues of privacy with what's going on in this video. Now this is just a preliminary. I might have 3 or 4 resources for each of my body paragraphs or my body ideas, and so I might have 3 videos and an article and an image, all for privacy. And then with each one, with each resource, I add a connection sticky. And so this is my writing part. This works really well for students who are not as strong verbally and are not as good writers. They can actually find their resources and then just add little bits and pieces. They can add several stickies to each one. For example, if I had 2 videos that were maybe opposites on the issue of privacy, I could have one sticky that talks about this one, I could have one sticky that talks about the second video, and I could have a third sticky that compares the 2 of them. And so it takes writing and makes it very chunky so that you have bits and pieces, and students aren't overwhelmed by saying you're writing a 5-page paper. Instead, they're just writing on these sticky notes. And you end up with a lot of writing that gets put onto these stickies. And so that is one way to organize a multimedia essay. Lino is a great tool to use because it not only comes up with videos very easily, images very easily, but these different color sticky notes make organization really, really simple. You can even add attachments and resources and framed ones like this one so that your images are actually inside of one of your stickies. And so I'm going to go ahead and go back to here. And the next step is to do an example with Lino to show you how easy it is to create a Lino. And so the website for Lino is www.linoit.com. If you download this PowerPoint from the website, you can click on here. This YouTube video is actually on the Lino site so that you can see the different things you can do. I'm going to take you through real quick and give you a demonstration of how easy it is to Lino. All right, so first I want to create a new canvas. Okay, I name my canvas, and I'm just going to name it Demo. And then you pick your background. Okay, you can even upload an image as a background, and I'm going to keep it for my own private use since it's just a demo one. I don't want anybody to go through. And I will find picture. Let's see. Let me see if I can find my flag picture. There it is. Okay, and I'll fit it to the canvas. Right, and then I click Create a Canvas, and it's going to create this canvas for me with my picture as the background. And as you can see as I scroll down, or I can also use this tool right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 times the width of the screen, or the size of the screen, to do my Lino on. And that's really cool because it gives me lots and lots of options. Alright, so now that I have my canvas and my background, I'm going to start pulling some stickies. So first I'm just going to grab a sticky, and I'm going to put a title, and I'm going to put demonstration. Okay, and then post it. Okay, so this is my demonstration. Now I can move it around, and when I get it where I want it to go, I can pin it. Okay, and once I pin it, you can't move it anymore, so it stays there, which is a nice feature. You can also unpin it and oops, grab it, move it around. If you grab up in the corner here, you can twist it, turn it. We'll go through real quick and show you what you can do on this. This is the edit button, so if I edit, then I go back to this original post-it, and I can edit. I can put a tag on it. I can change the font color. I can add an icon. I can make a due date. I can make it private so nobody can see but me. I can change the color, and this gives me some other color options. And then save. Okay. In addition to the stickies that have colors, you can also do a clear sticky. And I'm just going to put example 1. Okay, and so this You can change the color here, and then you can add an icon also. Let's do bomb. Alright, and this one would be an invisible sticky. Okay. Which is nice if you want to put something over the top of something else. So, for example, if I wanted to take this one and put it here, it doesn't work very well with the bomb on there, but see how you can stack them and move them around and stuff. Alright, so you've got your stickies, you've got your invisible stickies. You can also do images. So, if I pick an image, pick this one, and then I can decide whether I want it to be small, medium, or large. Let's make this one large. And then I can decide whether it has a frame on it. And if it has a frame, that means, oops, sorry, that means that I can add comments. I'm just going to put lots of faces because, hey, there's lots of faces there. And then I want to save. Oops. There we go. Okay. And again, I can change my font. I can add a due date. I can make it private. And then that puts that picture as a frame. Now, if I wanted to edit this and go back through and make it normal, then there's no big frame around it. In addition, you can add videos. So if you have, let's see, I'm looking for a YouTube video, and I'm just going to go to YouTube real quick. Oops. Cancel that. Go to, there we go. I'm just going to get a quick YouTube video. And it really doesn't matter what video I get. I just want to grab one. So whatever pops up first, I'm just going to grab it. And here's the video. I copy this. Oops, let's go ahead and pause you. I go back to my demo. I click on the video, and then I add the URL. And I just paste it right in there. And then I post that. And now this YouTube video will pop up right in the screen. Okay. Now this is where this is kind of nice, where you can get a clear one in there, and it can show you something in addition to that. And then you can also add attachments. Your attachments can be pictures, they can be documents, Excel sheets, Word documents, whatever it is that you want from your computer, you can attach to here. Okay. Let's take a look back to the stickies. So you've got the editing. You can set a due date on there, and then this calendar will pop up. You've got your due dates here. So if I set a due date as October 30th, okay, so then it'll tell me what that due date is. I can copy it to another canvas, and then I can peel it off. Okay, so if I copy to another canvas, I copy, and then I pull to, let's say I pick it to my someday, and now this has been copied here. Okay, this is a great feature for if you want to do something like a journal, where students are looking at your Lino for their assignments, and then they can copy them onto their own. And all you have to do for that is you just make your original one available to them, and then they can copy from one to another. Right? And that's how you use Lino to create a multimedia essay. Now, obviously, this demonstration was just how to add the features, the excellent writing, the making connections, the synthesizing information. Those are all skills that you want to teach your students to do, just like you would with a regular traditional essay. But using Lino, it lets them use multimedia pieces in order to really get, and that's how you would use Lino to create multimedia pieces. As far as requirements go, for your multimedia essay, you want to have whatever your original essay requirements are, you want to include those. You want strong writing, you want great introductions, you want excellent resources. You want all of that stuff. But in addition to that, a multimedia essay requires some other things. You might want to determine the types or numbers of resources. You might want to say you have to have so many videos, or you have to have so many images, or you have to have different types. You have to have at least one of each of these types. You might have presentation requirements, so what it looks like makes a lot of difference. And so if you have, for example, if I did my Lino and I just threw everything all over the place and I didn't organize it all, the presentation would be messy. And so presentation becomes a lot more important when you're not just writing text. The ease of reading and the organization involved are another big requirement. You want it to be easy for the reader to follow the train of thought of your essay. And so students need to think about how to organize it so that it is easy to read. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it flows from left to right, up to down. Sometimes you can put something big in the middle and then spiral out from it. There are a lot of different ways of reading for a multimedia piece. You just need to make sure that the organization makes sense and that the reader can follow it. Also, you want the flow of information, including the resources, to be sharp. If you have a 70-minute video up on your Lino, that's not a good flow of information because the text that you're writing is not enough to accommodate 70 minutes of video. If you find a 70-minute video and you just want a particular part of it, you should use video editing software to just pull that piece and then repost it to YouTube and use that video. So just the pieces that you need. And then finally, the use of technology to enhance the essay. Technology shouldn't make it harder for you to read an essay. It should make it easier. And so one of the requirements that you might have for your multimedia essays is how students use technology. Does the technology enhance the essay, or is the technology distracting? There are lots of fun things that you can do with technology, but if they don't make it easier for your reader to understand your ideas, then that's not useful. It's not a good use of technology. For example, I know a lot of people get all crazy when they do PowerPoints, and they will have all kinds of transitions and fading in, fading out, and all over the place, and that makes it really hard to read. And so if your technology is actually keeping you from good communication, then that's not good use of technology. And so we need to help our students realize that using technology and how we use technology is important, not just to say, oh, I use technology, but to really do it to enhance what you're writing. Okay, if you're doing the Connected Educators Month, the badge code for this webinar is Mays94. And my name is Kelly Stair. I'm a writer and teacher consultant. You can find my work at www.angrybunnypublishing.com, which is where I post all of my webinars, the screencasts of my webinars, and the PowerPoints. And so about half an hour after this presentation, you can find it there. If you like this presentation, you'll love my ebook, VoiceThread for Digital Education, which is also a great way to produce multimedia essays using VoiceThread. That book is available through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and also through Smashwords. If you use the Smashwords, you can use the coupon code ND26A for a 40% discount all the way through the end of October. And feel free to share that coupon with other teachers, Facebook page, Twitter account. Also, look for QR Revolution, which is all about using QR codes in the classroom. It is available for pre-order for $2.99 at Smashwords and becomes available for download November 25th. Thank you very much.